It's a really great question that has a couple of answers to it. The first is that while we are a nonprofit, we are not exempt from the labor law. That is a law that helps guide us in things like minimum wage and overtime for our employees. And it also gives us guidance on the use of unpaid volunteers. That law states that we cannot use an unpaid volunteer to do the same work that we would have otherwise paid a staff member to do. And this can lead us into tricky waters at church life when we find ourselves with an unpaid volunteer doing the same work side by side with the staff member. This is why in situations like our child care room, you will find that all of our staff in that room are paid part-time people. The second thing that we use to consider with our staffing is some metrics and ratios that exist out there from people who have studied church life. And one of those is your percentage of payroll to your annual budget. Statistically, you should be at 45 to 55% of your annual budget going to your payroll, with the national average being about 48%. Here at Community Church for this year, we are at 37%. In addition, there are some metrics about how many full-time equivalent staff you need based on your average attendance. That current standard is about 1 full-time equivalent employee for every 55 people in attendance. And for this year, we are about 1 to 65. The last thing is just generally a better sense of accountability with staff members versus volunteers. We love our volunteers. We could not do half of the stuff that we do without the volunteers that we have. But those volunteers are working under the leadership of a staff member. And when it is your job to ensure that ministry happens and grows, there's just inherently more accountability built into that. So I hope that helps answer the question of why we are staffed the way that we are. And please do not ever let our staffing model deter you from volunteering. As our church grows, our staff will grow, but so will our need for volunteers.